Hey there, welcome to my channel. Do you know that when honeybees fly around, they can actually produce their own personal magnetic field? This is very important for their survival because it allows them to use the Earth's magnetic field to navigate around the globe. Have you ever wondered how they do this? You want to learn more about bees? So keep watching because in this video, we will be showing you the secret life of honeybees. So make sure to watch until the end. There are over 20,000 different species of bees worldwide, but the honeybee is one of the most popular. It is mainly due to the fact that they are responsible for producing honey, which humans love to consume. They are also responsible for pollinating crops, which humans rely on for food. Honeybees can be found all over the world in various climates, including deserts and rainforests. These insects are not only important for the environment, but also have some unique characteristics that make them fascinating creatures. For example, did you know that honeybees communicate by dancing? When a honeybee finds a good source of nectar or pollen, it returns to the hive and performs a waggle dance to tell the other bees where it is. The angle of the dance tells the bees the direction of the food source. The duration of the dance tells them how long it will take to get there. This is an example of how bees have a complex communication system. The way bees collect pollen is also very interesting. They don't just pick it up and bring it back to the hive. Instead, they have special pollen baskets on their legs where they store it. These baskets are made of a sticky substance called pollen kit, which the bees secrete from glands on their legs. The pollen sticks to the kit and forms into little balls that the bees can carry back to the hive. Another amazing thing about bees is their ability to make honey. They collect nectar from plants and store it in their honey stomachs. The bees then bring this nectar back to the hive and deposit it into honeycombs. The process of turning nectar into honey is very interesting. The bees must evaporate water from the nectar to make it thick enough to store for the winter. They do this by fanning the honeycombs with their wings, which evaporates the water and leaves behind the thick, syrupy honey. Once the honey is made, the bees seal the honeycomb cells with beeswax, which keeps the honey fresh and prevents it from spoiling. One of the most important things about bees is their role in pollination. When bees collect pollen from plants, they inadvertently transfer pollen grains from one plant to another. This helps plants reproduce, and many plants rely on bees for pollination. In fact, 1 out of every 3 bites of food we eat is made possible by bees. Without bees, our food supply would be greatly diminished. Now let's talk about the life cycle of a honeybee. A honeybee's life is divided into 3 stages: larva, pupa, and adult. The first stage is the larva stage, which lasts for about 21 days. During this time, the bee egg hatches into a larva and is fed by other bees in the hive. The second stage is the pupal stage, which also lasts for about 21 days. During this time, the larva develops into an adult bee and the pupa stage ends. When the adult bee emerges from the cell, the third and final stage is the adult stage, which can last for several months. During this time, the bee will mate, collect pollen and nectar, and live its life in the hive or out in the wild. If you've ever been stung by a bee, you know that they can be dangerous. However, they only sting when they feel threatened or are defending their hive. Bees have stingers that they use to inject venom into their victims. The venom can cause pain, swelling, and in some cases, anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a severe allergic reaction that can be fatal if not treated immediately. If you are stung by a bee, it is important to remove the stinger as soon as possible and then apply a cold compress to the area. You should also seek medical attention if you experience any difficulty breathing or swallowing. Even though bees can be dangerous, they are still very important creatures that play an important role in our ecosystem. So it is important to learn about them and respect them. One way you can do this is by planting flowers that attract bees to your garden. Not only will this help the bees, but you will also get to enjoy beautiful flowers. Another way you can help bees is by avoiding the use of pesticides. Pesticides can be harmful to bees and other pollinators. By avoiding them, you will be helping to protect the bees and the environment. The internal structure of a honeybee is just as fascinating as its external features. Let's take a look inside the body of a honeybee and see what makes it tick. The digestive system of a honeybee is one of the most important aspects of its biology. As we've discussed before, these bees eat nectar and pollen from plants, but they also need to digest these foods in order to get the nutrients they need to survive. The process starts in the crop, which is a storage area for food. From here, the food is passed on to the midgut, where most of the digestion takes place. The food is broken down into smaller molecules that can be absorbed by the bee's body and used for energy. Finally, the leftover waste products are expelled from the body through the anus. The nervous system of a honeybee is also quite complex. Like all animals, bees have a brain that controls their body and allows them to respond to stimuli in their environment. The brain also allows bees to learn and remember things, which is important for their survival. For example, bees need to remember where they have found food sources, so that they can return to them again in the future. They also need to remember the layout of their hive, so that they can find their way back home. Bees have a number of sensory organs that allow them to gather information about their environment. They have eyes that allow them to see, ears that allow them to hear, and antennae that allow them to smell and taste. These sensory organs allow bees to find food, avoid predators, and communicate with each other. Bees also have a very interesting defense mechanism. As we mentioned earlier, bees can sting when they feel threatened. However, they also have another defense mechanism that they can use, and that is to bite with their mandibles. These mandibles are located on their head and are used for a variety of purposes, such as cutting and chewing through tough plant material. They are also used for defense. When a bee bites, it can release a pheromone that alerts other bees to danger. This allows the other bees to sting the predator and defend the hive. In conclusion, bees are fascinating creatures that play an important role in our ecosystem. They have a complex social structure, a unique communication system, and a variety of interesting behaviors. From their ability to navigate using the Earth's magnetic field to their ability to make honey, bees are truly amazing. So the next time you see a bee, take a moment to appreciate this incredible insect. What do you think about bees? Do you have any experiences with them? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more nature videos like this. Hope you learned something new, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.